welcome back. We're happy to have you. So, okay, this Raku is an easy one. It's going to be an easy challenge after this last one.
The easiest
and
symbol.
It's the beginning of it's the beginning of the mastery symbol. Mastery symbols. So
this is the beginning of the mastery symbols.
Yes, this is level 3.
Oh. This is when you finish with this, you're a Reiki Master. So this is the first Raku symbol. There's a masculine and a feminine Raku symbol. The first symbols of mastery. And Raku masculine is spelt Raku, and this is the masculine. And the way that you create it is it's a lightning bolt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
Your finger was in the background. That's cute, Lily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Raku masculine. And what's written here is banking the fire, helps with understanding, gaining clarity, teacher cutting ties with their student.
Yes.
And the way that I love this symbol, this is one of my absolute favorite symbols. I use this one all the time. For me, what I have found is it really helps me with codependency.
Okay.
If I'm becoming overly involved in someone else and what they think of me, or feeling overly responsible for them, there's that statement, the teacher cutting the ties with the students.
Right.
But I find that in all walks of life, whenever I start feeling overly, even with a pet, if I feel overly responsible of, I have to plan this day around what my dog needs and she needs this, and as a way to kind of neglect myself or ignore things that I might need. Certainly teaching students, if some of them have not turned in their homework, it is now the end of the term and many of them have not turned in their homework. And I will use this symbol and do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lightning bolt. And I just literally, I am cutting karmic responsibility. I am cutting all sense of I need to be the one that does this for them. And it helps to remind me to get myself out of the way.
Yes.
They have their own process. They have their own higher power. They have their own relationship with life and the universe. It is not me. I am only responsible for myself and living in integrity with who I want to be and what I want to do, and then completely releasing the results, releasing if people adore me or if they despise me or anything in between. So this one for me has been really, really huge. Sometimes if I walk into a party or a faculty meeting or a work meeting or an audition or a job interview, or I use this all the time to just I release everything that is not mine. And then that helps with it returns me back into my own body, my own energy, which helps with my own clarity and understanding. So that's kind of how I've been using it. Well, there's something to it in it about not expecting someone out there to save you as well. Not needing to be someone's savior and not praying for a savior.
It's no longer, cutting the ties that bind, the little scissors thing, and no longer being responsible karmically for that student. It's time for them to take on their own responsibility for what they do with what you have taught them. If they choose to do a half-assed job, If they choose to do a great job, but it's time for them to take self-responsibility. So yeah, that's perfect. And the banking the fire portion, okay, that's like when we're making a fire outdoors and the fire is dying down, then we just put another log on the fire.
Boom, 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 boom. Ah!
Yes, you know.
We send a lightning bolt into that fire to reignite it.
Right.
Boom,
Yes.
boom, 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 boom.
Absolutely. You know, so it's like we're adding fuel to the fire, you know, banking the fire. And that just is really good. Like when we're trying to learn something, you know, and just banking the fire so that we can get it, you know, really comprehend it.
Yeah. You taught me this one when I was in undergrad.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved this one when I was studying for an exam.
Right.
Or if I
Good.
I used it as part of my prayer practice.
Right.
So I would ask, you know, and there's prayer and meditation. Prayer is asking, meditation is just listening.
Right.
And so I would do the symbol in between the prayer and the meditation.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, this is now my time to listen and learn and absorb and be receptive to if I'm receiving guidance or higher wisdom.
Uh-huh. Wonderful. Yes. Yes, you know. So it's like, oh, you know, you two are just going to be the best little old Reiki masters, you know. And I want you to know that teach at also mastery level, when you finish that, you know, it takes completing mastery level to teach others. And then it's oftentimes people will get, you know how before you got your job at teaching, how you were, oh, can I do it? Well, you know, people who are saying yes, that they're willing to teach, go through the same thing. You know, like, oh, can I really do it? Am I going to mess them up? Da, 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 da. And it's like, no, you're not the one doing it. You do, if you have an agreement between another person that you're teaching them Reiki, you do take them on karmically until we come to this particular symbol.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the way we do the cutting of the ties that bind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So it's like now you karmically can let go of this individual and let them pick up self-responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And that means that we don't have to carry the weight of the world on our shoulders all the time.
Yeah.
Which is really good.
It feels like it has good implications for being a parent too. Like you've done your best, you know, and we're all allowed to be imperfect. It's never going to be perfect, but you do your best. But then if the child decides what they do with what you've taught them, you know,
Right.
kind of cutting the umbilical cord in a way of like you're your own human.
We need to learn that in life. Just in life in general. With our children, everything, with our co-workers. You know, and it's like, well, and that really helps you to move out of codependency. It really does. So that's cool. All right.
I'm going to hold this up again just so that people can see the numbering.
So you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Raku, masculine principle. And masculine principle is the doing side. Okay, the doing, all right. Feminine is more subtle. And after we do this, then the next one I think you'll be learning is the feminine principle. So this is just kind of fun. Like, it's really important that other people take self-responsibility. And that you don't carry it for them.
Yeah.
Because in actuality, in the long run, that hurts them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hurts you and it hurts them.
Mm-hmm.
Big time.
Right? All right. Well, thank you ever so much. And I hope that you were able to glean the lessons and to learn about the symbols that we worked with this evening. So we shall see you again, my darlings. Okay, thank you so very much. Love, Lily. Woohoo!